Leave Jesse alone! Now, remember it was about the guy from 10 years ago who did the Britney Spears one. Any remember that? No, I'm old. Right, let's get into it. Apparently Jesse Lingard has had a week robbing 3 old ladies and kicking a newborn cat off a goddamn bridge. Oh, you mean he hasn't? No, his biggest crime of the week was filming a video in his hotel room, pissed off his arse. Sack Lingard, chew up his contract, toss him in the goddamn unemployment office. I mean, yes, do all those things, but not for this. Maybe do it because he has the first touch of a dead panda. I don't know. Maybe because he hasn't crossed the ball since 2016. Any one of those should be, used as a sackable offence. But not this. If you want to get rid of the man because he's shit, get rid of him because he's bad. Don't just try and be offended at something that's not even that bad. Christ above, with a hysterical reaction, you'd swear you'd beaten up a small child, drowned a family of kittens, or subscribed to Football Daily. Lads, this was Snapchat. I mean, I'm not on that because I'm over the age of 11, but from what I hear of it, it's not exactly a place where you're gonna find panorama documentaries. 90% of the videos on that site are no doubt much more annoying than this one. It's not as if the lad was broadcasting it on daytime TV, although to be honest it would still have been an upgrade on Jeremy Kyle. Don't get me wrong, Jesse Lingard has one of the most annoying faces, not only in football but on the face of the earth. And don't forget, this planet is also shared by the vamps. And I'm sure every time this man opens his mouth or pulls a dab, most immediately wish that lad would get hit by a bus. Alright, I'm exaggerating, don't worry, alright? I don't wish any ill will on this man whatsoever. All I'm saying is that the fella is nearly 27 years old and yet still acts like a 12-year-old boy after 3 bowls of coke. The type that rots your teeth, by the way, not the stuff that used to line the nostrils of Adrian Mutu. Jesse Lingard's Snapchat video has brought shame on Manchester United and they should sell him or sack him. Brought shame on the club. Am I reading this right? This is Manchester United. They've seen players kicking fans, captains ending careers, the signature of Bebe. I mean, the list just goes on. But no, apparently it's a video from Jesse Lingard is what's brought shame on your club. I mean, to be honest, Ian Holloway has form for overreacting before immediately regretting it weeks later, like when he said he'd quit as Blackpool boss if the FA went through and actually fined him 25 grand for his team selection. Bit awkward when they didn't heed that threat and did it anyway. And he ended up staying in the end. Which is like your wife throwing a hissy fit and saying she's leaving you if you don't empty the dishwasher. And then you don't empty it and suddenly she's allergic to fucking packing. But I mean, come on, Blackpool were not going to get any other manager at the time. No other manager on planet Earth would have wanted to manage a strike force of Marlon Harewood and Gary Taylor-Fletcher. 2 men who'd caused more damage to the drive-thru of Burger King. Sack Jesse Lingard! Sack the dude! Lingard isn't any better footballer, so selling or releasing him ain't a big deal. Kick the lad out. Just sack Lingard. Stealing a living at United. What a big child. Get rid. Hashtag Lingard out. Lads, why is anyone shocked? We know this is Lingard's game. He's been dabbing like an epileptic seal for months. He flexes on the gram even after finishing 6th in the league and producing all the end product of a dying badger. For Christ's sake, he was actually able to click post on this photo without throwing up all over his phone. The man clearly has no filter with social media and instead just uses it as a way to promote this wacky character. I mean, I'm sure he's not like this all the time. Like Christ above, lads, even me, I mean, I know I'm a grumpy bollocks most of the time, but lads, I don't start ranting at the Asda counter just because they've stocked a potato that looks like Paul McShane. Like, I'm not that insane. I mean, honestly, I didn't actually hear about this story until I heard the reaction. And judging from the reaction, I was expecting him to have reenacted the Nuremberg rallies or something. Not this. Yeah, you can easily choose to find this offensive. But then again, there's people out there that are no doubt offended by the colour of fucking broccoli. You know the type, eyes bulging, veins protruding, haven't had a wash in about 6 weeks.
You can't condone that. He's crossed the line, he's brought shame on the club. It looks bad, it looks terrible.
This is a big overreaction than when Deji made about 5 hours worth of content and based around KSI's mate saying he had a dead channel. Like, it would be very easy for me to sit down in this chair, wipe the dirt out of my teeth after a night in the skip, and absolutely slate this man.
Oh, sell Lingard! Chuck him out of the club!
But no, like, I mean, yes, the video was immature, but I'll be honest, what was it really about? Hotel rooms, young drunken lads, strong language and sexual references from the outset and throughout. A description that could no doubt also be found in the TV guide for the most popular program on TV right now. You know, the pile of human fluff that people just seem to be glued to for absolutely no reason, neglecting their wife, kids and job to see whether Amber and Troy will end up tossing each other off under the f***ing breakfast table. I'll be honest, lads, I've never seen a minute of that show. I'd rather rub my eyes with f***ing sandpaper. But I don't get it. Lingard is probably sitting on his phone wondering, What's all the fuss about? Lads, there's worse things out there. Much worse. At your club. For Christ's sake, the club is trying to chuck 60 million quid at Idrissa Diop. You're being quoted a world record transfer fee for Harry Maguire. Alexis Sanchez still exists. There are far more pressing concerns at your club, don't you think? Than for you to be worrying about what Jesse Lingard is up to on his goddamn summer holidays. I know some people, like Ian Holloway, are saying that a Manchester United player must represent the club at all times, being a bastion of morality and influence. Yeah, it's not as if he took a goddamn dump on the floor, lad. I mean, he's just had one too many Rabinas and is choosing to share his obnoxious waffling with the world. It happens. Like, I honestly don't think it's a big deal. Would this reaction be anywhere near as harsh if Lingard hadn't played a season like a disinterested goat? Like, if this was David De Gea, for example, or Luke Shaw, or... Lads, it's actually pretty hard finding a United player that actually had a good season. But you get my point. Like, would United fans screaming for them to be kicked out the door? No. It's always much easier for fans to take the moral high ground, to demand players be sacked, when the lad is about as much use as a used up tissue. Like Stoke fans pleading with their club to chuck out Sadio Berahino on his arse. I doubt it was for any moral reasons, I just think the fans were fed up with his goals to game ratio, which was an absolute embarrassment. I mean, we've been here even last summer, with Liverpool fans screaming for Adam Lallana to be sacked.
Contract release needed ASAP. For the love of God, sell this average powder puff. Complete bum. Now I hate him even more. Please sell him.
Is crime? Anyway, moving on, because if I talk about Jesse Lingard anymore today, I think I might actually kill off some more brain cells. And clearly, lads, I do not have much room for maneuver. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, alright? Maybe this whole thing has brought massive shame upon a club. To be honest, I think finishing 6th in the league and paying Sanchez $500,000 a week kind of achieves that itself. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Petr Cech's return to Chelsea as performance advisor, no doubt there to provide daily horror stories on the perils of Arsenal's goddamn defence. It's like someone returning home after a 5-year expedition out the Wild West. Yes, I know he only went up the road to North London, but lads, the man had to watch Shokran Mustafi in training every day. Christ above him, surprised the man's not in therapy. Anyway, that's the end of the video, lads. Let me know your thoughts on the Lingard situation, because usually I do call out people when they got it wrong, but in this case, I honestly don't see what the big deal was. I'm not saying I've done it myself, because again, my mental age isn't about 12. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give a like, share, and subscribe. And as always, talk to you in a while.